Hey guys, welcome to another episode of BubbleteaS Gotwic whatever you call it, man. Okay, so today I'm gonna break down the new commander. So let's everything from training ground to combat purposes and rebel leader. So the new commander is Ray. Just call it Rhea though. Cosmetic wise, stunning, very well done. You can see the dress like movement that's very hard to pixelate. I don't get the mask throwing on the floor to reveal her face though. What is she wearing makeup that she doesn't want, that she's trying to hide, or like is she like Vega from Street Fighter 4 whereby it just acts as a defensive shield to protect her beauty? No idea, man. Okay, so okay, let's do the tavern first. Tavern. Okay, give me. Okay, Ray is jewelry, as you can see from here. The girl of King's Landing, accept all accessories, and I am no exception. Accessories in Chinese is basically jewelry. Like accessories for girls can mean handbag, purse, shoes, jewelry, but like the game has no such thing though. Combat rate 4, leadership 3, finance 3. She is basically like every new commander coming out, like the Enzo, Lats, and Drake. So the new combat rating is just burst out 7k, and if you have her, just up her. But combat rate is very subjective. If you're in a server whereby you're really decent, you don't really need to focus on it. As like if you're really thinking about it, you're either adding 3% to total attack, total health, or total defense, or you're reducing 3% total health. Like it's not really a game breaker. By a high level where you need to keep up with the Kardashians or Songnam Savo and CCPC and Kaina. I don't think Kaina, take Kaina out. That I think she's top playing already. Okay, so then you really might need to push it though. Okay, so the new commander okay, let's talk about combat passive first. Combat wise, she adds 15% total health, infantry attack 40, night spirit 40. So let's say if you are going full calf, let me see my battleground. Full calf. This lineup would no health times 4. Yep, this lineup is still better. This lineup would be sufficient because you're adding it doesn't have the calf infantry. Wait, 15% total health and calf health 30%. So you're essentially trading 15% total health for 10% more attack. Wait, let's okay, I need to bust out notepad. Notepad. Okay, you're essentially trading 15 calf 30, 15% for 15 times 842, 4 equals to 60. But you get 10 times 8, 80. Okay, yep. So this essentially means that in a full calf lineup, Rai would actually be superior than Marrow Peak. Yeah, wow. Yep. This would actually be an awesome lineup for cavalry. 1545. Is she better than Layla Mormon? Yeah, you can argue that she actually is better though. 15. Nah, she isn't. Marginally. Debatable. You can set this lineup and be totally fine as well. But infantry, same concept. But the biggest concept here would be when you go attacking with 2 formation, the calf and the spear. So let's say if I'm calf front or calf or infantry, doesn't matter. At what point is she better than this? See, give me my totals. Totals. That's my Annie. And Chris. At what point can you sub out Lats for Rye? Or if you're going the other way around, in what order can you sub out Enzo for Rye when you're going 2 formation of infantry cav? So that's the biggest thing I want to demonstrate today for combat perspective of Rye. So let's say you're trading 15, 40%, 15, 40, 25% health for 40% more second line attack. Basically, this is just what it's asking. And defense, 25% defense. No, 40% defense. Oh my god. So this is what we're going to compare. So health wise is times 4, so it will be 100. Defense wise will be times 2, 80. And second line attack, it would be times 8. It would be 80, 320. Okay, just looking at this 180, it would essentially be marginally better if your inf line and cav line pop 380 essentially you can add you can have a smaller front line for a bigger back line. So having Rye as your commander, I'm assuming you can do 25 40-60 split to get the full benefit of the Rye's 40% cav or 40% infantry. So basically your front line, for if you're going infantry front, you can go Andrea, Sonara, and Rye, and 2 totals. But if you're going cav front, you can go Lena, Liana, Layla, and Rye, and 2 totals. So basically this is saying that if you play this formation, you give up the defense and 25% health, but your backline is insanely buff. So using this concept, if you want a weaker front line and a stronger backline, you can use this. But if you're planning a stronger front line and a weaker backline, you need to use either Let's or Enzo. 60-40, 60 split. So the bigger your backline, whichever from infantry front or cav front you're going to, it actually is more beneficial to use Rye. But if you're planning on bigger front line, smaller backline, it's beneficial to use Enzo or Let's. Oh wait, not Enzo, Let's. Assuming Andrea here is Waken and Liana here is Waken. Better put a note in case the viewers complain. If it's not Awaken, change Andrea and Lena in this notepad to Let's and Cats and swap out Andrea and Lena. Ooh. So looking at this is actually, oh shit, I should really, okay, guys, for now, let me put it at this such that it's actually better if you're playing 2 lines to use this commander. I will do the precise math and update you if I find a difference though. But for now, this precise math I can look at is... Wait, let me see. You can do Andrea... let's say if you put... and you're going ham on your front line. Andrea, Enzo... Andrea, Let's. And this one would be Liana. Enzo. You can put Rye and would it be automatically better than Sonara? Cause Sonara is 15% is buffing 2 while Rye 40% is buffing 1. 40%, 30. Okay, yep, this makes sense. Oh, okay, so the new commander actually really changed the formation, whereby you have to actually do math now to figure it out. But for now, if I'm playing 2 lines, I will include Rhea at goal. Don't include her at none other colors, and 40-60 split. If you're going for a 60-40 split, might actually be better to focus more on the front line health and defense. Whew. Okay, so for combat passive, Rhea is actually relevant. So if you're playing infantry and cav, please get her. But if you're not playing that formation, you can slowly do it, buy 1 pack a day, and it wouldn't make much difference. Cause if you're not a cav imp specialist or in cav specialist, don't really think you need to focus on this commander, especially if you're focusing on spear, whereby your spear is your highest attack. This commander actually does nothing for you. Okay, so the combat passive is finished. Final conclusion: if you're playing 2 lines, she's good. She's better than the other commanders. Is it better than a total? No, not really, cause Sack already gives you 55, and Annie at level 3 already gives you 35, which is already Annie at level 3 gives you about 35, 40. So it's actually break even. So it's not arguably better. Okay, the second thing, let me put down notepad. The second thing we can look at the commander here is training ground. So apply silence, this is her active, and her passive is rage reduction and reduce skill damage by 40%. And the strategy. So what this means is a clear indication that she's a tank. She's definitely, when you got such a big skill as a tank. Damage output wise, don't really think she's that impressive though. And the silence is obviously a game breaker, but she's not like Marjorie Tyrell though, whereby when you start off the TG, she automatically has it. Her stats are better than Marjorie Tyrell at blue when she's green. So further confirming that she is actually a very good commander at goal. Like if you go, you can probably use her to tank. She's probably better than Let's at tanking, and the silence will probably break the training ground. If you see her in the training ground and she has silence, I recommend changing your lineup to have include more commanders with higher attack damage. Like for example, Barrett. O'Brien is one. O'Brien is really has a very high natural passive damage. Let's take her for a spin, man. Like, since I'm here, I might as well take her for a spin. Let's see. So I'm going to Enzo back. This like this lineup. Probably shift it here if I want to really test it. Sack is better. Test it at this. See whether she works. Let's battle. Let's see. Okay, this is just spending 250 blue diamonds to check her out. Let's see. So she pops it. She silences everybody. Okay, does it make a difference? Let's see. Give me a minute. Silence is not that game breaking though, but have to have her at goal to have a better stats to see whether she silences it better. If she's on your back line, she probably won't proc the silence much to matter, so you must get her goal or front in either to be like useful. And rebel leader wise, I'm gonna say that she's not very good, cause like from what I see, she doesn't have any impressive stats, and rebel leader don't need a silence, is redundant, so her skill is actually -1. Overall, I would say this commander is actually really good, and definitely get her, cause like I learned from this game that one day you're literally going to like play everything, so everything is useful. Who knows, one day they might buff both, and they might buff what I call it, war defense. Oh my god, I actually blitzed through that. I might need to actually study her more. I'll check out the reports later. Okay, so far guys, this is my conclusion for Rai, and she's very good. Get her, and for combat rating, and for if you're playing Imp Cav, if you're getting her spear, you can just do her slowly, it's no rush. But the combat ratio wise is actually changing. Might be better to have a 60-40 split of 50-50 to get the more beneficial health out of the 15% health rather than replacing her with a frontline commander. 50-40. I was assuming that if you're playing her, you can go 50-50 split and she'll be better from the rest of the commander, and all this would be gibberish. Ho ho ho! Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed the video.